The month of August could be packing a lot of excitement as we might witness an Italian brand enter India besides new offerings from existing manufacturers. Also, there will be a new Royal Enfield offering hopping on the modern classic bandwagon, one that we have been waiting for over the last few months. Also, Hero is preparing to bring back a motorcycle it had discontinued some time back. Now, instead of just sitting there and guessing which bikes are these, let us tell you everything in detail through the course of this video. Meanwhile, do not forget to like and share this video and subscribe to our channel and hit on the bell icon. The first motorcycle which will be launched in the first week of August will be the Royal Enfield Hunter 350. Now we know all of you have been eagerly waiting for this bike and you have been only seeing it in spy shots and videos, but the wait is about to get over. Also, we'll be riding this motorcycle comprehensively to tell you how it performs in the real world and is it worth all the hype. Now, to give you a brief overview of the Hunter 350, from all the details that we know, it will be based on the J platform which is already utilized for the Classic 350 and the Meteor 350. So, a majority of the cycle parts and the 349cc air and oil cooled engine will be carried over. Now this engine churns out about 20.2 bhp of power and 27 Newton meters of peak torque and is extremely smooth, unlike the 350 REs of the olden days. In all certainty, the Hunter 350 will be the most accessible offering from Royal Enfield, not just in terms of seat height and curb weight, but also in terms of pricing, which is likely to be in the ballpark of 1.30 to 1.40 lakh ex-showroom. The next motorcycle will come from Honda on 8th August. Although the company hasn't revealed anything about this motorcycle, there are high chances it will be the CB350 Brigade, a name that Honda trademarked about 2 months back. Now, as the name suggests, it will join Honda's CB350 series, which comprises the Highness and the CB350 RS. Now, the adjective used by Honda for this motorcycle in its teasers is formidable. Now, if we put this and the word brigade together, these two point towards something related to war and the military. So, this motorcycle might have some connection with the military, just like the classic 350 Signals, which pays homage to the motorcycle used by British Army during wartime. If all of this turns out to be true, the CB350 Brigade will share its cycle parts and the engine with the Highness and the CB350 RS. However, there might be some changes to the styling along with additional features which will make it a little expensive than the existing Highness and the CB350 RS. The next motorcycle could be the facelifted version of the Hero Xpulse 200T that was spotted out in the open. The motorcycle was launched with the Xpulse 200 ADV back in 2019, but it was discontinued around mid-2020 mainly due to poor sales. But Hero MotoCorp is preparing to bring back the motorcycle most probably in August. Only the front section of the motorcycle was visible in the spy shot, which showed a couple of add-ons like a body-colored fly screen sitting on top of the LED headlamp, which is placed slightly lower now. There are new fork gaiters too. Interestingly, there are high chances that this is not a mere visual tweak, but Hero might equip this bike with the new 4-valve 199cc engine that is already featured on the Xpulse 4V, which we have in our long-term garage, and from our experience we can tell you that the top-end performance is better than the 2-valve version, and that makes it a better highway tourer. Now, accompanied by the visual tweaks, if Hero brings this bike with the 4-valve engine, the desirability quotient of the Xpulse 200T will be raised significantly. Next up on the list is the Harley-Davidson Nightster. The American brand teased its India arrival last month and it is likely to be officially launched in August. The motorcycle will join Harley's Sportster range and is likely to replace the 48 and the Iron 883. Do note that this is a new age Harley in terms of the engine, as it runs on the new 975cc 60-degree V-twin engine that gets liquid cooling, unlike the relatively older Harleys with an air-cooled setup. The Nightster is equally modern in terms of electronics, with the presence of multiple riding modes, traction control, torque control system and ABS. And in terms of design, it has stayed true to the Harley ethos, as most of it is similar to the Iron 883 and 48, with certain changes to make it look new. Now, the motorcycle is expected to come in 3 color options with a price tag of a little over 12 lakh ex-showroom. Now, if you are too excited about the Nightster and want to know how it performs out on the road, head to the Bikewale official website, as we have the detailed review of the motorcycle up on our website, as we recently got our hands on the motorcycle for a brief amount of time. Lastly, let's talk about the Italian brand that is all set to set foot in India. It goes by the name Moto Morini, and for its India operations, it has partnered with Adishwar Autoride India, the same brand which sells Keeway and Benelli offerings here. The company will be bringing 4 650cc motorcycles, and they are likely to be launched now in August. Now, these 4 motorcycles include 2 adventure tourers called the Xscape 650 and the Xscape 650S. Typical of ADVs, these come equipped with 19 and 17-inch wheels with long travel suspension and a high ground clearance of 175 mm. Now, the hardware package is quite premium with Marzocchi upside down forks, KYB monoshock, Brembo brakes, and Pirelli Scorpion STR rally tires. The feature list is decent with an 18-liter fuel tank, a 7-inch TFT console, and dual channel ABS and full LED lighting. The other 2 models belong to the Semezo 6.5 series, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and these are christened the Retro Street and the Scrambler. The names clearly indicate the kind of design and hardware these bikes feature. They ride on smaller 18-17-inch wheel combination, and the ground clearance is a little lower at 170 mm, and even the fuel tank is smaller at 15.5 liters. As for the features, they are similar to the Xscape siblings with a 5-inch TFT instrument cluster, dual channel ABS, and a full LED lighting setup. All 4 motorcycles are powered by a 649cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. However, the Xscape siblings pump out more power at 60 bhp, while the Semezo twins produce 55 bhp. The torque output, meanwhile, is the same at 54 Newton meters. As for the competition, there are plenty of offerings that are ready to lock horns with Moto Morini offerings. From Kawasaki Versys 650 to the Triumph Trident 660, almost every product from the brand will have a rival waiting for it. We hope we have covered all the two-wheelers that are expected to be launched in August. There could be some offerings which will be launched this month without a prior intimation, and if that happens, we will bring you details of those offerings too. Now stay tuned to Bikewale to not miss any of the interesting updates.